And we're back with Pathfinder, Blood Tides, our heroes of the Firm Hand Mercenary Guild have been escorted by the lizardfolk. Since they were on their way anyway, they got waylaid by some bog guards, and proved to be quite a frightening experience.
Who were remarkably magically adept, by the way.
Yeah.
That is odd.
For froggish humanoids living in a fen.
Yes.
They were pretty well loaded up with rings of protection and stuff.
I think one of them had a ring protection.
It's like they were back.
That's still pretty well loaded up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, another one had the same one had a cloak too. So yeah.
Yeah. So who wanted the cloak? Because I already got a cloak.
Cloak of Resistance gives you a +1 to all saves.
Suppose I'll take it.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay. All right. But yeah, War Leader Larkus. He's talking in hushed tones with the other people around him, and he brings you to the fens. Kind of get less and less murky and wet until it comes to a more pebbled area, if you will. There's still quite a bit of vegetation and trees. And as you are walking up, you do see a massive pit, probably like 20 feet deep. And on the other side of that pit, probably a good 100 feet plus on there, you do see like two large tusks, and in the middle is like a large throne made of bones, and two like smaller stools. Looks like they're also made of bones, like right at the end. And
there's a 20-foot deep pit.
20-foot deep pit right in front. That's really huge. But at the end, at the end, on the lip of the pit, is that throne.
What is the pit lined with?
Mud. There's mud on the one, and it's wet on the sides.
Okay.
Is there anything in the pit?
Not that you
It
can
should
see.
be a pond. This is a swamp. You can't dig a hole in a swamp.
Right.
But you said we were headed to a more drier area rather than
a little drier area, but the pit has mud.
What's the
in it,
circumference
so-
of the pit?
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and lift it up.
Oh.
It's a big ass pit.
Yeah.
That's all pit?
That's all pit.
Yeesh.
That's not a pit. That's a zip code.
Yeah.
That's more like a marsh or something like that.
It's just mud in the pit?
Yep. Just mud.
I have a hard time believing that personally.
Looks very, very vast for a pit.
Look at
Harry
that
Man, go
artistry.
first.
Huh?
Harry Man, go first.
All right, fine.
That didn't take much.
I'll follow him.
Well, I came from some wild lands, so
I can tell.
this
Where's
is...
the leader of the lizard men again?
Okay.
Probably
You
up
would
there.
assume the one in the throne right there.
No, we were traveling with one.
You're traveling with War Leader Larkus. Let me go ahead and bring in. We'll have him represented by here, right there.
So we're
But
coming
yeah,
from
you're
this
coming right
direction?
there. Yep, you're coming from that direction.
Oh, here's our characters.
So we'll put it
Oh, so we don't have to go in the pit.
Yeah,
No.
we can walk around it.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks.
If you still want, you can go in. I won't
I
judge.
don't think I need to.
I won't judge. You're
there.
fine.
Pseudo dragon right there. Okay. Okay. But the chief is looking straight at Larkus, and looks like they're just hissing and barking at each other. Right. Anybody got languages?
I have linguists.
Oh, okay.
But
If I can speak English.
Nope.
I think with each rank, it comes with a language that you can read and speak.
Then I have 4.
Okay.
I don't have them written down, so
But
you know.
go ahead and make a check, though.
That would be
So you see what you understand.
a modified 20.
Modified 20. The gist of what you're getting, though, is the chief feels that the company that Larkus just brought which includes you, is a bunch of trifles.
Trifles.
Meanwhile,
Chopped liver?
the lizard folk here, female, she's got some various feathers of you could say various avians, you could say, hanging off her ears and everything, and she's got a staff with tails of various mammals hanging off of it. And she's just like she's like looking straight at the pit instead of while these two are bickering over her like stereo. Right now.
Can I hold the head of the frog on the end of my sword up above and speak say to them we're
Have you
friendly?
been carrying out this whole time?
I said I stuck it on and I was gonna go to try and be like we're friendly, but I forgot that I can speak their language.
Nothing like a
so-
severed head that communicates friendship.
Hey, if
Unless it's the head of the enemy.
I was going to bring one in here tonight.
the enemy of my enemy is my
but
friend.
then I forgot it.
Yeah, you know.
Besides, they were hoisting an arm of the freaking frog guy.
There's no other way to meet new people than to bring a severed head. I'm just
because
saying.
everyone bonds over frog legs.
I
There you
learned that
go.
on OkCupid.
Maybe.
But while he's got like blue flecks on his olive green skin, what you suspect is the chieftain. He's red speckled, and you notice it looks like he's got like a harpoon wound, quite old, on his left shoulder.
I think he had a scruffle with the Suijin.
So
Is that how?
All the more reason to have them join us.
Assuming they're willing to help us.
We're friendly.
dang.
Though I'm sure they want something in return
Okay.
because they aren't going to just do this out of the joy of killing seamen.
Hey, who
How good do
knows?
you feel about speaking for yourselves? Says Largus.
I feel great about it.
I
I like
I
it.
don't have the.
I can hold my own. It's my diplomacy.
He's convinced that you're
I have
weak.
8.
I'll
That you
talk
only
to him.
face 3,
Froghead.
and you're in this shape.
We're fine.
Well, I had to take the brunt of all 3 while my companions were able to finish the creature off.
I'll talk to
No,
him.
no need to speak for them. Let them come forward. So do you come forward, guys?
Sure.
Yes.
No, we turn around and go
Yeah.
home.
I run for the hills.
Party. Game over. We're just gonna go.
Bye.
Sure, let's walk
Hey.
back through the swamp.
They should like us. We have a dinosaur. Just saying. It's very
That
close.
might be a
Sweet.
+1 modifier.
very, very close to them.
Or they could take it as an insult.
I gather you seek our help.
Who's asking this?
The chieftain himself.
What's his name?
Okay. Okay, Larkus informed you for his name is Charlan.
Charlotte?
Charlan.
Charlene.
Not Charlotte. Charlan.
Oh, magnificent Charlan. I am Michael Pinebrook, a cleric of Gorum, who have fought beside this guy, lizard guy, whose name I know.
Larkus.
Larkus.
Yeah.
We come from Loam's End, which is most piteously under attack, from the hated sanguine of the bitter water, the great sea. Your ancient enemy, and now ours. I know that in your wisdom, as the leader of your people, presider over the magnificent pit and the swamps, as far as the eye can see, everything the light touches, that you will see that we can either unite or be destroyed in our turn.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh, I don't have diplomacy.
You don't have it?
No, I do.
I was about to say.
Oh,
And you get a
geez.
+1 because of copy.
I don't suppose anyone can aid his check.
No copy.
Woo!
I
Copy.
could.
Yeah, you can. If you got diplomacy, yeah.
Indeed.
Yep. Yeah, you can do it untrained.
17.
19.
19.
So he has a +2 on top of that roll.
Well, then I get a 19.
Fantastic.
Or did you factor in the +1 from Compy?
Yep.
I don't know. I got 16, 17. Yeah, 19 total.
Ah. Yeah, I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
Then get off my foot.
Do you feel that the warm bloods of your town sent their best to talk to me?
Of course.
The,
What else would... They would consider nothing else.
We were at the
Because
forefront
even
of-
though we are in desperate times, that even now, Loam's End is burning. Never imagine anything but to send the best and most impressive delegation up the coast, through the swamps, around the pit, here to your throne.
Anybody add anything to the cleric's words or anything?
And
We were
Don't try to think Barbarian is bad for the team.
our group here was at the forefront in defense of Loam's End. We slaughtered dozens ourselves to defend the shores, but they continue even now.
Okay. The female speaks up. We must listen to our ancestors, though. We've been forced to hear, and our ancestors' whispers are much louder. We cannot ignore them.
ancestry is a valued consul indeed.
I say we let them face the duel of the shared egg.
Duel of the shared egg.
We could do either a knowledge history or knowledge religion.
Well, that works good because I just rolled knowledge. I was gonna say so for something else, but that works perfectly.
So wait, history or religion?
I get
History or
I
religion?
get a
Damn.
10 on knowledge
I
religion.
have a
I got a
history.
27.
27.
On knowledge all.
Okay.
22 on history.
22. Okay. You heard that there were, perhaps 2 centuries ago, there was a twins that came out of a single egg. There are 2 lizardmen, great warriors, that were slain by a bog dragon. Like almost simultaneously, but their sacrifice was allowed the rest of the tribe to escape the worm's reign of terror.
Oh God.
And that's what you heard.
That's what I heard.
But
Okay.
but what you heard is, from what you understand, in order for a warrior to be seen as an equal or a valued member of the tribe, they must pass a test with from anywhere from 3 to 6 other compatriots against this pair of brothers.
It's pair of brothers.
So the brothers aren't dead.
No, I think they
are
have 2
dead.
ceremonial
That's-
representatives of these brothers. chosen from the
That's
tribe.
great.
Supposedly the best 2 warriors they got.
Could I potentially roll religion to see
if there's a better-
what form of honor maybe?
Yes, you could roll what type of religion. You could roll your religion check because you're thinking that they're undead. You roll another religion check, and you relay the information to him, so he can roll a religion check to see what type of undead the
Or
brothers are
religion.
now.
I was like, when
Yeah.
you said that they're sacrificed and usually we have to fight them, I'm like, wait a minute.
I thought this was going to be a tail measuring contest.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, I think they got the advantage with tails.
Speak for yourself.
30?
30. Okay.
Oh.
Not only do you know you were able to derive. Okay, from what you heard, these twins came back in the form of bog mummies. Bog mummies, and
Not to be mistaken with bog mommies.
right. And I will let you. Let's see what. I will let you know 4 different facts about a bog mummy. You can know its strengths. You can know its weaknesses. You can know what type of attacks it might have.
Let's do weaknesses.
Okay, you got 4. Okay. It is vulnerable. They are vulnerable to cold.
Okay.
All right. There's 1.
Strengths.
Strengths. All right. You know they are massively strong, and they possess the magical disease mummy rot.
Oh no.
I guess the type of attacks they have.
These are the weaknesses?
That's the strength.
They're weak to cold.
They're weak to cold, that's it.
That's great. We don't have any of that.
Nope.
No. And 2 more. They are resistant to fire.
Okay.
So don't.
And their presence is quite frightening to the where you might paralyze a warrior in their tracks. If
Last
you're not a
thing.
strong
So
willpower.
fear.
Last thing, they're traditionally kept in very, very
Ancient.
large pits.
Oh,
Of mud, I imagine.
Gee, I wonder where that pit might be as I look over to the big pit yonder.
We're in, push.
Come on, once you
I
dig a
mean,
pit like
he's
this,
in.
This female lizard person is full of shit. You dig a pit like this, her answer to everything is the Battle of the Bog Mummies. I mean, once you go to this much trouble, it's just like, what are we having for lunch? I don't know, Bog Mummy battle.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It just
Yep.
takes up a momentum of its own, you know. When the
Yeah.
only tool you have is a Bog Mummy,
Pit.
every problem starts
Everything.
looking like a Bog Mummy battle.
problem. Yeah. Yep. I hear that. Well, I relayed this information to them and said it's going to be a bit of a challenge.
Also, the twin brothers were both dwarves.
Wait, what?
Fantastic.
That's what I heard.
I by range
They need
punched
to
them in the
go
nuts.
now.
Wait.
The chieftain says, looking at the shaman, and she says she's looking at your condition right now because you do have some mud and stuff on you.
I have.
Anybody want to do a diplomacy check?
Judgy McJudge your face.
Yeah.
You're literally the lizard king of the swamp. I have some mud on me. That's okay. That's fine.
Well, fellow Skald Lestan, do you happen to have a way to cleanse us of this mud? Precipitation, maybe?
Yeah, stand still.
Yeah.
I create water over his head 50 times.
Ah!
Perfect. Yeah, that's about all I've got too.
Now you're soggy. The mud has extended about another 10 feet.
I should have rinsed you off.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure all of my stuff that I chose was centered around messing up the enemy. Yep, that's one of them.
What about you,
Perception,
Alysha? Do you
Michael.
have precipitation?
No.
Cantrip?
Okay.
No.
Go back.
Jeez.
Larka says, "Don't you want to rest a day?" I think they mean for you
Yes.
to challenge.
Well, rest a day. Thank you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll take the Bog Mummy
I would
challenge.
appreciate that, yes.
And is there anything else we could help out with in the meantime?
I cast Mage Hand and wipe a little bit away from you.
Ah.
That's about all I've got, buddy.
But
In
on the
some parts
morrow,
of the kingdom they call Mage Hand reach around.
Oh,
The
no.
cantrip.
Oh, no.
arcane assistance, as they call, sometimes. But at tomorrow's first dawn, you'll go into the pit. We'll pull back the ladder, and we'll see what you're made of.
When you say you,
You four.
But if I remember correctly, it says up to 6.
Yeah.
What if we get
You
2?
came in by yourselves.
Yeah, there's no one
Of
else
your
to help
tribe.
us.
But what if we get 2 of your warriors, your
That would kinda
your
be-
brave warriors
Whoa, whoa.
to fight
Don't
with
undercut
us?
his argument.
Prove their strengths.
Sounds like a diplomacy check.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
One can only hope.
Roll high.
That's a no. I got 12.
All right.
Wait,
Wait, do you have...
I have versatile performance, which allows me to add extra stuff to my diplomacy rolls, because I am
How much?
I am an hold on.
I'll be honest, it's probably not going to be enough.
It's probably not from a 12, but who knows?
No.
Honestly, I think it's my level, which would be 4. But I will double check to be sure. Assuming I can ever find them. Man, this makes for good entertainment, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
But
Versatile performance. Oh, I can use my performance instead.
And what's your
you use your
performance?
which is a 13 instead of the 8, so it goes to a 17.
Better or worse?
It's better.
It's
wasn't-
better.
Not enough.
It was
Okay.
a 12.
I'll grant you this much. And he nods towards the shaman. She looks at you. All warriors must be prepared. We will give you a minute's preparation before the fight. And from what we understand, you grab some gear off the ball guards. She could identify it for you. Perhaps it might be of use for you.
I would be very grateful for that.
Okay. Do you hand it over to her?
Yes.
Okay. All right. She looks it over. Okay. The clear potion was a potion of invisibility. One scroll was a scroll of blindness and deafness.
Ooh.
The other scroll was a scroll of enlarged person.
That might be helpful.
So it is agreed on the
happens,
morrow. You will face our ancestors. You will face the twins. Get a good night's rest. And we'll pick it up in a little bit.